Hi there, welcome back to the channel. Imagine this. You send out form for feedback or application. Instead of users struggling with clunky formatting, they get polished, professional documents where they can simply fill the blanks. Sounds great, right? Hello, my name is Kwame Blay, and in this tutorial I'll show you how to create field forms in Microsoft Word, complete with text box, drop down, and option buttons. Whether you are designing job applications, school application, or survey, this will save you time and impress your audience. Let's dive right in. To be able to create a field forms, you have to unleash MS Word's hidden power, the developer tab. If you don't see it in your ribbon, like I don't have it here, just come to any of the tabs and right click, go to customize ribbon, and at the right hand side, we have the main tabs here. So in the main tabs, these are all the tabs we have on our ribbon. So let's come down here and check developer. Click on OK. And now we have the developer tab here. Let's click on it. And this is the developer tab and the groups under it. Don't be overwhelmed. We are only going to use the controls group. So on our forms, we have all the information that we need here. This is just a simple form created with tables. So now let's make some few changes here. We want to add our logo here and placeholder for student picture. So to add our logo, first let's insert text box because we want to be able to move the logo around. So let's click on draw text box and draw a text box here. Next, let's go to insert, then go to pictures, click on this device, and let's go to document, then select this logo. We don't want the outline, so let's click on the outline. Come to shape formats. Let's click on shape outline, then no outline. We have removed the outline. And if you want to be able to add student picture, so for the student picture, you want the user to be able to click on it and browse for student picture. So let's go to developer tab. Then in our control group, let's choose picture content control. We want to bring this to, all right, so let's come to home and right align. Let's click on the text box and copy and paste it. Let's type in, let's change the font size and bold, make it bold. Let's put it on top of our image. So you can click on it. Let's select from file. Come to download. We have a student image, so let's select this. Then we can insert the student image. Control plus X. That's it. And let's come into this one and double. There's the title somewhere here. Let's bring a description under the title plus X to catch it. So now that our form structure is ready and we have all the information that we need in it, let's populate the form with interactive elements using the developer tab. So for the first name, that will be a text field. So let's go to the developer tab and in the control group, first we have a rich text content control. Then we have plain text control. So we want the plain text control. So let's click on it. Now we can see the plain text control in there. Let's come to properties. One, we can give it a title, give it a tag. This is important when you want to connect the data that will come from this form to a database. So let's leave it like that. Then show us, you can choose end-to-end tags, which will bring these two shapes here. Let's go back to properties. On the bounding box, so let's choose our bounding box, the first one. And click on OK. Right away, there's an instruction for you to click or tap here to enter a text. So you can enter the child's name. The surname too will be a text field. So let's go back and choose plain text content. This is where the surname will be. And the date of birth. Date of birth will be date picker. Let's select this. Let's select all this and come to layout. We want to center left align, so let's choose center left. Okay, so this one will be in the center left. Let's click the date of birth field. Go back to developer. So date picker content control, and let's click on that. And we have a date picker, so we can click on this and select a date of birth for the child. So next is the age field, which will also be a test control. So let's select our tests field, which is where the user can type in the age of the child. Then gender. For the gender field, you can either use three options, a drop down combo box or option buttons. Let's use the option buttons. For the option button, let's click on this drop down, the legacy tool. Then look for the option button. So this is the option button. So the option button, let's come to properties. Then we have this property panel open at the left side of our document. Let's come to the caption and change it to male. And come back to the option button. Let's resize this. Let's click on it, right click, copy, and bring it here. Let's give it a small space and paste it. Back to the properties. And let's change it to female. The current stage of education, we want a drop down. So let's click in it and come back to it. Let's choose a drop down. So drop down list control and click on it. Let's come to properties. So under here we can add our options. Let's add the name, the class basic 1. Click on OK. Let's click on add again. Add basic 2. Let's add basic 3. AG1. The class applying for to work the same. Let's divide this cell. Right click in this cell and come to split cells. So we want 2 columns and 1 row. So let's click on OK. Let's this cell into 2. The stage applying for will have the same option as the current stage of education. Let's click on it and press Ctrl plus C to copy. Then Ctrl plus V, and let's paste it here. And let's come into the properties. And we have the same options where the user can choose the class stage. Next is our residential address, which will be a text box. So let's copy one text box here. Ctrl plus V, then let's paste it here. The region of the students, let's make it combo box, and I'll show you the difference between the drop down and the combo box. So for the region 2, let's split it into 2. Then let's choose the combo box content control. Let's come to properties, and let's add our options. So let's add first, let's add Indian, let's add Muslim, let's add list, and click on OK. I want to show you the difference between the combo box and the drop down. Let's click on this design mode. On drop down control, you can only choose from the predefined options. So let's choose basic 1. Let's try and type in our own option here, which will work. Now let's come to the combo box. You can choose the predefined options, and you can also type in your own options. So let's type in Hindu, which will still work. So that's the difference between the combo box and the. Let's come to this question. So we are going to use the option button again. But first, let's press this. Let's come to this option button. Okay, let's go back to the design mode. Then let's click. Let's paste it. Let's come to property. Change it to yes. And right click and copy. And the properties. Let's type. We have 2 options to either choose yes or no. Let's work on the parent details. Let's come to the mother's details. The parent's name will be a typed field. Let's this text box. Press Ctrl plus C to copy. Then Ctrl plus V to paste. All the parents' details will be a text field. So let's copy this. I'll paste this and get back to you. Let's go to the text section of our forms. The other information. So the first question is, does your child have any allergies? So this is a yes or no question. We have to choose option button. So let's come and copy one option button here. Copy it, and let's come and paste it. And right click, go to properties. Okay, it's already here, so that is okay. Let's paste another one. So let's go to property and change it to no. The second part is if yes, please give details. Alright, let's type in a yes. If yes, please give details. So for the details, that will be a text field. We have to copy a text box. He is saying, how did he hear about us? If someone recommended, please provide name and contact. So here, let's bring a drop down. Okay, so let's select this drop down. Let's paste it here. Let's go to the properties and change this to someone, and let's click on the Muslim and click on modify to, let's say this one, social media. Let's say WhatsApp. Then let's say flyer. That's okay. So let's click OK. If the person says someone recommended, the person has to provide the person's name and contact. So that means we need a text field. So let's come and copy a text field. Paste it here. If someone recommended, the person will type in the person's name and the number here. And the last question, which is the C, is any other information would you like us to know? That will also be a text field. So I have a text field on the clipboard. So let's come here and paste it here. So we are done with all the fields. Once our form is ready, let's make sure it works. So before we fill out our details, under the developer, let's go to restrict editing. Then under the formatting, let's select limit formatting to selection style. Then under the editing restriction, let's select this box and click on the drop down and select filling in forms. Now you want to enforce protection, but before we can do that, we have to get out of the design mode. So let's go and click this to get out of design mode and click on start enforcing protection. Let's give it a password, confirm it, and click on OK. The user can easily fill out the form. So let's fill out this form here. Kwame as the first name, second name, Ate. For date of birth, which is set project date. So let's click on this drop down and pick a date of birth. Let's let in date of birth. Then the age, you can type in 3 years. Gender, let's select male. Class, which is a drop down. So you can select basic 2. That's the current class. Then the class applying for. Let's select the same basic 3. Residential address, let's make it region, let's select even both parents, yes. Then we can enter the parents information. After filling out this form, we can print this form out and either save it as PDF and click electronic. And that is it. We just created filled form in Microsoft Word. Whether for survey applications or feedback, this feature is a game changer for anyone looking to create a professional, user-friendly forms. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss more Word and Excel tips. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.